Hi, I'm Kaloni Jensen, and I'm the president of Big Ocean Idaho, and we're the Idaho branch of Big Ocean Women up here in the state of Idaho. And what Big Ocean Women is a nonprofit organization that's international. For women, we are interfaith, multicultural, and obviously international. And so it's a wonderful experience, great opportunity to be a part of them for the past a little over 6 months. I look forward to continuing to serve with the women of Big Ocean as we continue through the year 2016. So I'm expecting more people to come in. My other presenters haven't shown up yet. And, we had a last minute meeting change. We were going to do the meeting here live at my home, but with a couple different flus going around, and one of my presenters contacted me, and her child has strep throat. We are just going to do our meeting live via video cams this month, and hope to be able to connect next month at my home when we meet the 23rd, I believe, is when we're meeting here, and Lisa and I can present on what we've done to advocate for the family when we go to the UN next month. So that's going to be a very hopeful and exciting meeting to share. I'm going to go ahead and introduce a couple things. For those of you who have not been part of Big Ocean Idaho before, I'm going to introduce what Big Ocean Women as an organization is. So I have some handouts. They are very informative, and I'll just pick up my computer and shift over here to my computer. The plus about being a professional decorator is that I can do some fun table displays, but I have lots of the handouts and the buttons and some books with a note. So future meetings, when we're meeting here at my home, we can for sure be handing those out, and I look forward to women contacting me if you're interested in picking up your books or pamphlets early. To go ahead and feel free to contact me, and we can go over it. I would love for you to be able to start getting involved in family advocacy as quick as you can. So this pamphlet of Big Ocean, it describes what our mission is on the first page. And so our mission as Big Ocean Women for Faith, Family, and Motherhood is to unite and empower women throughout the world to stand for faith, family, and motherhood. And so that's a very powerful, very specific, and very worthy cause that this organization goes. And we get to have a really enjoyable time getting to know women all around the world, and serving with them, and being able to stand up for our beliefs in topics of faith, family, and motherhood. And it's very powerful. Also, we have our tenets, which are we believe in God and are women of faith. We are empowered by our feminine by nature and biology. We are our procreative power. We are each unique and innately worthy of respect. We seek after knowledge and wisdom. We are free to choose and willingly accept responsibility for our choices. We reach out and serve in our homes, our communities, and the world. We speak and act with integrity, and we value the roles of fathers and build complementary relationships with men. And so this is what is termed maternal feminism, and that's actually what my training will be on this evening. And so I'll get to that in just a moment. But we also have these buttons that you can contact me to pick up your buttons. And so we wear these when we go and do advocacy activities. So if we're doing a service project together, we just wear our buttons to represent our organization and stand united. We get to have the opportunity to participate in some walks of life. We do. And some of the special things that we get to do is we write letters and articles for paper, and of course attending rallies. And it's really important when we're going and talking to our legislators, getting very involved in our Idaho politics, that we wear our buttons to say who we are, what we represent, and it helps us to kind of stand apart from others who are advocating just in the way that wearing our badge automatically lets everybody know that we are part of Big Ocean Women and that we stand for faith, family, and motherhood. And so it kind of puts us out there and really gets a point across that we are looking and seeking to protect the family and society. The next item of business is, as you saw on my table, as I have the letter and the book from my dear friend Sarah Hines. Sarah is part of Big Ocean Women, part of the international group, and it's been so fun. I got to meet her in October, and before that we just kind of met online, as a lot of the Big Ocean women do. But when I actually got to meet her face to face in October, that was a very inspiring and uplifting opportunity for me, because she becomes such a great role model to me. And Sarah is an author. So Sarah Hines wrote the book The Castaways, and her foreword is written here by E. Douglas Clark, and he's from the Howard Center for Family and Religion and Society. So he's the director of UN Affairs. So it was really fun to become really involved with some people who really know what they're talking about when it comes to important topics that I value in my life. And so Sarah gave me a stack of her books for the women of Big Ocean, Idaho. So you can take a copy of her book, The Castaways, which is real life accounts of aborted souls. And I read it and I absolutely loved it. It made me laugh, it made me cry, it made me feel really good when mothers were able to talk about their experience in choosing to have the child, and what a blessing that was in their life. And my heart broke on some of the stories in here, are just super touching accounts from some children who had been aborted before, and they remember the experience, and those who have survived. So they're really powerful testimonies about the power of life and the importance of being given the choice to live and the chance and opportunity to live, because the child deserves that. They deserve a shot at life, just as anyone else does. And so that was a really powerful abortion message for me. So I'd just like to read really quick the message that Sarah Hines wrote to go along with her book. So it says, "Hello, friend. Thank you for receiving this gift of The Castaways with open arms. If you could be so kind as to blog, Facebook, or share this book with your email friend, I would be so grateful. The sister of this little book, The Castaways, safely in his arms, 2000, has saved many children from abortion. How do we know? Because we have received letters, phone calls, and other correspondence telling us about it. So please share this book with your friends and tell them about The Castaways. Now on sale on Kindle. Just go on Amazon, type in The Castaways by Sarah Hines, and you can order the paperback book or the Kindle book there. God bless you, and thanks for reading my little book. Love to you, Sarah Hines," and it gives her contact information. As I said, along with the letter, Sarah has given me some free copies, so they are first come, first serve for those interested in topics of abortion and pro-life. I'm going to now share my screen and talk about the topics of this month. This month's theme that we are centering all of our activities around is the second tenet. It's about our biology. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you can view how amazing this is. So I hope it's going to work. Here's my screen share. Perfect. Okay. So now that I'm sharing my screen and you're able to see on the Big Ocean Women community page, you were able to go in and view all of our different monthly themes are posted. And so this month for February is the tenet, we are empowered by our feminine nature and biology. We honor our procreative power. And this is very powerful and very forthright statement. Um, it kind of sets us apart, as I'll be getting to with the training later, about maternal feminism and how it is our femininity that empowers us. It is our nature that gives us a great capacity to nurture and to love and to help others, and a lot of that comes along with our biology as being women. And then along with following the introduction of Sarah Hines' book for pro-life, is it talks about that we honor our procreative power, and that is so important as we are standing as women for motherhood in the world, and that children are not burdens, and they're very much desired and loved. And even though I'm currently not a mother, I hope someday to be so. And I love watching my nieces and nephews and the joy that they bring into my life. So I really do value children and love this tenet that it talks about our feminine nature and biology and our procreative powers. I'm going to leave it on this page for just a moment for those who need to screenshot or anything. The tenet, let me see if I can get my pictures kind of off from sharing the whole thing. We'll see if it works. Oh, I got a message from one of our presenters. Apparently it says that it goes to 8:30. I mean, starts at 8:30, but it should say 6:30. So hopefully, she'll be joining here in a moment. I'm going to go ahead and stop screen sharing. Oh, perfect. Let's turn back on my camera. Okay, we are just going to hang out here for a moment. I'm really grateful that, sorry, I'm going to answer this. I'm talking to Lisa. She is the Vice President of Big Ocean, and she's having issues with the link. And it's actually, she's going to be presenting to you about what I just covered with the monthly theme. So this is like perfect timing. So I apologize for being a smidge unprofessional and needing to text for a moment, but I just need to forward on the link again. So hopefully she'll be joining us in just a moment. Actually, while we're waiting for her, I would love to share a part of Sarah's book with you. It's been, as I said, just an amazing experience to read over this wonderful and powerful and inspired book. So just one of my favorite stories from it. This one's not my copy, so it's not coordinated. So let me see. That one is a really long one. Okay, this is a short one, and it's rather a popular one currently. But it's from chapter 3, and it says Almost Castaways. And this is Gina's story, and it says, I was born during a saline abortion. And so Gina Jensen is an almost castaway who has become a prominent spokesperson. She has made headlines as a real-life survivor of an attempted saline abortion. In 2008, Gina spoke in Victoria, Australia to an enraptured audience who gave her a standing ovation. The following is from her speech. Quote, I am adopted, and my biological mother was 17, and so was my father. She was 7 and a half months pregnant when she decided to go to Planned Parenthood, which is the largest abortion provider in the world, and they counseled her to have a late-term saline abortion, which is a saline salt solution that is injected into the mother's womb. The baby gulps that solution, and it burns the baby inside and out, and she is to deliver a dead baby within 24 hours. To everyone's great shock and surprise, I did not arrive dead, but alive. I was born alive April 6, 1977, in a Los Angeles abortion clinic. What is fantastic about the perfect timing of my arrival is that the abortionist was not on duty yet, so he wasn't given the opportunity to continue on with his plan to have control over my life. His plan was death. And so I was delivered alive, like I have already said, and should be blind, I should be burned, I should be dead, and yet I am not. You know what is fantastic? You know what is a fantastic vindication is the fact that the abortionist signed my birth certificate, so I know who he is. And it also said, for any skeptic on my medical records, born during a saline abortion. Ha, they didn't win. Gina survived and thrives in spite of the fact that her traumatic birth gave her a cerebral palsy. She says, I am weaker than most of you, but this is my sermon. And what a small price to pay to be able to blaze through the world as I do and offer hope. Her voice is a clarion call on behalf of all souls who leave heaven hoping we will receive them, nurture them, and love them. So that's just one of my favorite stories from Sarah Hines' book, The Castaways. So again, if you're close to me, go ahead and send me a message and we can meet up in town sometime. And I'd love to give you a copy of the book. And if not, you can find it on Amazon or on Amazon Kindle. It's definitely a must read if you are going for program information. Let me double check here. Looks like Lisa messaged me back. And we will see if it's a word. We're just having a smidge of technical difficulty, but we'll go ahead and move forward. And as soon as Lisa gets here, we'll just end with her. Let me just text her back really quick. She wants a new link, so I'm just going to slip a new link for her in 2 seconds, so that way we can go ahead and have her join us. There we go. And this should help. Wonderful, I'm back. I don't know if I vanish when I go off to a new screen or if I still stay here and just make crazy faces as I'm reading messages and trying to send links. But we will just see how that one turns out. Okay, she'll be logging in any minute with us. And so we'll just go ahead and I'm going to share the screen. Where is she at? She just texted me that she hit play. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on. I'm going to share my screen again to go ahead and enter into this other part. I'm going to share screens. Okay, so here I'm sharing, and we're just going to go ahead and get this. Okay, perfect. So this month's training is actually on a topic called maternal feminism, and it's an important phrase to understand when being part of Big Ocean Women for Faith, Family, and Motherhood. Maternal feminism is kind of the label that we are given and known for out in the world, and If you're anything like me, when you first hear the word feminism, you're like, I am not a feminist. But I hope as you're listening and learning about what maternal feminism truly is, that you come to know and understand that all women who value their faith, their family, and their motherhood, all women who have that true sense of feminism in the purest form, the same form that our great grandmothers had, are maternal feminists. So I'm going to go ahead and go forward with starting. This is our logo. So what is maternal feminism? The term maternal feminism was first coined to describe the feminism that many of our great-great-grandmothers believed in. In the late 19th century, women in Europe and the United States began mobilizing to help reform society and to secure women the right to vote. Women like Hannah More in England, Hannah's there on the left, Frances Willard from the United States is in the middle, and Nellie McClung of Canada, she's on the right, rallied women to become involved in improving their communities and seeking the right to vote. This quote is from Nellie, and it says, "Too long have the gentle ladies sat in their boudoirs looking at life in a mirror like the Lady of Shalott, while down below in the street the fight rages, and other women and defenseless children are getting the worst of it. But the cry is going up to the boudoir ladies to come down to help us, for the battle goes sorely. And many there are who are throwing aside the mirror and coming out to where the real things are. The world needs the work and help of the women, and the women must work if the race will survive." These maternal feminists differed from some of the other women's groups of their time because they believed that women were innately different from men, and believed women possessed a divine feminine nature that had great potential to shape and mold the world. This is a wonderful aspect of maternal feminism that goes back to our Big Ocean tenet, in that this month's theme is that we are empowered by our feminine nature and biology. So women do have a role and a purpose to be women, and those are specific to who we are. And it continues on to our last tenet, is the value that we value and the role of fathers and build complementary relationships with men. And I think that this is very important to point out that maternal feminism believes that we are stronger together than apart. And so as women, we are different from men, but that we complement men, and we're stronger together in living our roles. So it's separate but equal. The second point is that they saw women's work and involvement in society as a natural and important extension of a woman's innate capacity for nurturing and motherhood. Maternal feminism was hugely popular in both Europe and the United States, and it was these women who were the main force behind the suffrage and social reform movements of their day. And today, we as Big Ocean women for faith, family, and motherhood, we are the social reform women who are pushing movements to stand up for different topics. We talk about education. We talk about what a parent's rights are. We talk about, of course, pro-life, which is not just abortion, but that it covers all different aspects of life. It covers the families that have children with disabilities, and how as a family that they can strengthen and unite each other and value that life and the struggles that comes with that. And it talks about how to properly take care of the elderly. And it's just a wonderful, powerful thing. We talk about the family's role as a unit in society. We talk about global advocacy. We talk about attacks on freedom of property. We talk about especially attacks on religious freedoms. And we just talk about a lot of hot topics in the world today and society today that are important for us to know and to understand, and for our voices to be heard when we are advocating for these, either for or against certain things. And so continuing on to the last point on this slide, it says, for many of these women, they saw political and social involvement as part of their God-given responsibilities as women and mothers. And the call is the same to us today as it was then, is that we, being involved with our political and social circles and standing up and advocating for what we truly believe in, is a responsibility as women and as mothers and as citizens to let our voice be heard. And this is another Nellie McClung quote. It says that feminism of women like Hannah More and Frances Willard was philosophically different from the feminism of women like Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Susan B. Anthony, who believed in a more egalitarian type of feminism. Egalitarian feminism has its roots in early feminist writers like Mary Wollstonecraft, who believed that men and women were essentially the same and rejected any form of patriarchy in private or public circles. This type of feminism was, from the start, considered to be more hardcore and historically appealed to a smaller group of women than maternal feminism. And so just to reiterate that Big Ocean Women is part of maternal feminism. So we are the less hardcore, the true feminism of our grandmothers and great-grandmothers, of women having a place in society and specific roles, that we have a responsibility as women and mothers to forward society. In addition to the women's rights movements in North America and Europe, there have been historically many other women's groups who have organized and gathered with a maternal purpose. Many of the successful grassroots women movements have been organized by women who desired to protect and improve their communities, their homes, and their values. And this is a huge, powerful statement when it comes to Big Ocean Women, that we are. Oh no, I just got a message that my slides are not advancing in my PowerPoint. Let me see if I stop sharing and pull out. We'll pull back up. Okay. Share this again. There we go. And I want to scroll down here and see if it'll advance. Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Lisa, for letting me know that the PowerPoint was not progressing. We're going to see if I can get it to share. It's a good thing I'm reading all these points. I'm hoping that I'm not missing anything. So let me know in the chat box on the side if we are missing. The slides are not showing up, but so continuing on that, many of the successful grassroots women movements have been organized by women who desire to protect and improve their communities, their homes, and their values. And this is Big Ocean completely, is that we are women who desire to protect and improve our communities, starting with our homes and our families, and starting within ourselves with our faith and our values, and how to really make from what's inside of us have the model of powerful impact. First, we change ourselves, and then we change our homes and our families, and then we change our communities and influence the world. And so it's not completely focused on change, but it's our power of influence is strong. So I'm going to escape and make sure it's switching. There we go. And pull it back up. And go back through. See if it's going on my actual page here. Okay, we're going to scroll down. I'm just trying to make sure that everybody can see the PowerPoint as it's going through. So, okay. This is the same love for children, humanity, and the future of our world that drives what Big Ocean Women is doing today. We see ourselves as a resurgence of the maternal feminism of our foremothers and feminism that honors our unique female strengths and works together with men to improve and protect humanity. And on the side, I have posted our mission statement is to unite and empower women throughout the world to stand for faith and family and motherhood. And the Big Ocean Women is not just another wave of feminism, but it is a resurgence of the historic and truly powerful female voice, a voice of calm, a voice of peace, a voice of clarity, and a voice of love. It is a voice that we believe has the possibility to change the world. And on the side, the picture is the Big Ocean Women tenets and pillars, and it goes through the 8 that I read at the beginning. So our call for action is to come and add your voice to our cause and be a part of history in the making. There is so much power and so much purpose in what is driving Big Ocean Women today. We're standing up for our families, standing up for our faith, standing up as women of the world with the capacity to have a motherhood nature and to share that with the world. And it's very important. And our voices are heard and appreciated. Again, Big Ocean is Women for Faith, Family, and Motherhood. And we are maternal feminists. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay. I hope that the program went through really well. Lisa, you're on, correct? If you're talking, I can't hear you. See if I can find out on the side. Just a quick chat and see we should be good to go. Okay. Well, I'm not sure where she is or if she's on here. Lisa, if you're on, do you want to write a little note in the chat box? And we're just going to wait, give you a couple minutes to see if you can get on here. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a moment. And we're just going to sit and wait and see if Lisa gets on and go from there. Okay, well, I haven't heard from Lisa. I don't know, whoever's online, it says that there's 2 viewers. I'm trying to see who's online right now, but it is not showing me your names. So if you're able to hit your microphone and jump on and introduce yourself, I would love to say hi and to kind of hear a little bit from each of you. Still having trouble logging on. Okay, let's go to my control room. It is not showing anybody else has logged on to show their pictures. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll close this meeting. And I'm grateful for everybody who was able to get on. I'm going to see just one last time, double check if this is Lisa, but if it is not, then okay. We will just go ahead and this meeting for this month. Nobody else is able to jump on and to visit, so for those of you who missed at the very beginning, this is recorded and it'll be posted on, so everybody who missed today's meeting can log on and be a part of it. But I have a lot of pamphlets. They're introducing Big Ocean, what our mission statement is, and it says. I have our buttons for when we do rallies and do service projects, special events like Walk for Life and stuff like that, that we are able to wear our buttons and let people know who we are and what we stand for. And so if you're interested in picking up a button, and activities are coming up in the area of the state of Idaho and how to get involved in participating, we would love for you to be able to catch that. There is also, as I brought up a couple different times, I have a couple free copies of Sarah Hines' Castaways and a couple letters from Sarah. So if you're interested in any of that, go ahead and give me a call or send me a Facebook message and we'll be able to get you that information and such. And I'm just really excited for what Big Ocean Women is going to be able to accomplish here in Idaho this year. We have some big plans and some great opportunities that are available to us. Next month, we will be meeting at my home at 6:30 on March 23rd. And so be looking for the invite on that. I'll be posting it on Facebook. I'll be posting it on our page. And our meetings are recorded for the women who would live too far out and can't really travel in until we get some trainings done and everything, and then we can get some other cottage meetings started. But just starting out right here in Idaho, we will be planning some service projects. So if you have some ideas, please feel free, post them on the page, send us some messages. Lisa and I would love to hear your ideas. If you are really passionate about a topic and you want to write an article and present it to us for having it posted on our page, we are definitely interested in hearing women share about their families and about topics that are the special topics that I shared earlier, like religious freedoms and global advocacy, pornography and sexual exploitation, education, parental rights, and a lot of other topics that perhaps next month we'll go over a whole list of topics, and so that you have more clarity on this. But we really want to hear from you. As Big Ocean Women, we are nothing without our women, and we really are grateful for everybody. And so with that, we will go ahead and close. And the other thing is, if you are interested in actually presenting at one of our future meetings, Lisa and I are really interested in hearing from other women, because we get to speak every month and as we're building, and we really think it's important that we hear from other women and hear their experiences and let them take some trainings. And so we hope you will feel inclined to give us a call and we can get you some information so that you can start planning to present to us next time. And we look forward to hearing from all of you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to contact either me or Lisa, or just go directly to the Facebook Big Ocean Idaho page, and we can talk about that. Be looking for our schedule. We posted our yearly schedule with our topics and presentations on the Facebook page, so all announcements are on there. And we hope you have a great night and really enjoy. So God bless.